Lamine Yamal is one of the most talented players in world football, even finishing second in the Ballon d'Or last season. But this season hasn't gone to plan. Injuries have held him back. Will he still become one of the best players on the planet? Or just another wonder kid who failed to live up to the hype? Today I'm taking control of his entire career, trying to get him to a 99 overall and make him the greatest FIFA player of all time. However, to make things a little bit harder, we have gone back in time before his Ballon d'Or placement and before even his debut for Barcelona, as he is back in the academy at a 67 overall, 16 years old, looking pretty decent. And Hansi Flick has let him know if he wants to go ahead and sign a professional contract with Barcelona, he has to go ahead and score a hat-trick in the final of the Youth Academy tournament. And it seems like Yamal has some goals of his own.
This youth final versus Celta is my chance to achieve my dream. The chance to show the world who I am and win the Ballon d'Or at Barcelona. I must score a hat-trick.
But it's now time for the youth tournament final as Yamal wants to win the Ballon d'Or with Barca. But now it's a corner to Barcelona. Let's go. Can we get a goal? Lamine Yamal first goal. Cuts to his right. Has a low driven. It goes in. He gets his first goal. 2 left to go. And now it's Lamine Yamal on the ball. Gives it into Hanjen. Back into Lamine for his second. And he puts it away top corner with 2 minutes left to play. Surely that hat trick is his. And now Lamine picks up the ball. 20 seconds left to go. Surely the last opportunity to get the hat trick. He shoots. It's saved. Yamal is not gonna get the hat trick, man. And the youth tournament final comes to an end. They win the tournament, but he only gets 2 goals, which means Yamal does not get a pro contract and is now leaving FC Barcelona and has to start his pro career elsewhere. But the good thing is Lamine Yamal is very talented and has already received 3 different offers to go ahead and start his professional career and hopefully one day return to Barcelona to reach the 99 overall and his goal of winning the Ballon d'Or. And the first offer Yamal has received is from Malaga in La Liga 2. It looks like that right mid position is up for grabs as Ludovia is a 69 overall. However, he got 2 even better offers. Another offer he's received is from Ajax that produced talents like Johan Cruyff, Zlatan, and Luis Suarez. However, playing in that right wing is going to be difficult with Berguis right there. And the final offer he's received is from Chelsea Football Club, known for bringing in the world's best young talents. However, most of them become loan merchants and there's no chance he gets any game time in his very first season. But the question is, out of the 3 offers, which suit Lamine Yamal the best? And Yamal has made his decision to join Malaga in La Liga 2. And surely if he can get Malaga back to La Liga and impress even bigger clubs to move to and eventually end up at Barcelona.
Man, I couldn't make it at Barcelona just yet, but Malaga was the best choice. Can't go to Ajax, they fell off, and Chelsea would just make me a loan merchant. I will promote Malaga back to La Liga.
And as Lamine Yamal has joined Malaga, there's brilliant news as he's already at a 68 overall. But unfortunately, Lamine Yamal will not be starting as this rando Larubia, who's a 69 overall, is higher rated. However, there's still a couple weeks left to the season, so if we can improve Lamine Yamal's stats and mainly his overall, surely he'll be starting his first professional game. So we're gonna go ahead and give him the inside forward play style. And as it was time for the first game of the season against Eibar, Lamine Yamal will be in the starting 11 as he's grown to a 69 overall. Let's see how Yamal does on his debut. And quickly, Yamal looked dangerous as he set up an opportunity that was missed, but the second time around, that wasn't the case. But here comes Malaga once again as Lamine Yamal with another through ball, gives it to Hadegui with a finish, and it goes in. Yamal gets his first assist, man. However, straight away, Eibar got one back, and Yamal created another chance that was wasted, but he had one final opportunity to win the game. And Malaga have one last opportunity to take a lead as Hadegui gives it to Lamine Yamal, who's looking for his first goal, which could potentially be a winner with the finesse, and it goes in. Lamine Yamal has scored his first professional goal, and the whistle has been blown. Yamal gets a goal and assist on his debut.
A goal and assist. More importantly, a win. If I can keep this up, I can get Malaga back up to La Liga, but more importantly, impress bigger clubs to start my journey back to Barcelona.
And as Lamine Yamal picks up the man of the match, he has been entrusted to do absolutely everything in the team. Let's see if he can get Malaga back to La Liga. And boys, at the end of the season, Lamine Yamal has reached the promotion playoff final against CD Leganes. He can take Malaga back to La Liga. But of course, this is a 2-legged tie, so we're gonna sim the first one as he is playing a team full of nobodies. Let's see how this first leg goes, and it's a 3-0 loss. Lamine Yamal needs a remontada if he wants to go to La Liga. And now it's time for the second leg. Lamine Yamal needs to turn up and show the world that he could become a 99 overall and one of the world's best best players. And Yamal started brilliantly, beating two of his opponents to give a through ball to Chupete, who scored. And then he went ahead and scored a screamer from the edge of the box to make it 3-2 with a chance to equalize the tie. And it's a pass to Lamine Yamal. Here comes Lamine Yamal looking to score the equalizer, looking for his brace. He gets it back. He goes for a finesse shot from outside the box and it goes in. It's an absolute screamer from Lamine Yamal. It's 3-3 now. And with the entire club relying on him, of course, he stepped up. And now it's Hadagui on the ball, gives it into Chupete, straight into Lamine Yamal for the hat trick. And Yamal has done it, his first career hat trick, what he couldn't do in the academy. Surely has promoted Malaga to La Liga, man. And the whistle has been blown. Yamal has done it, taking Malaga to La Liga as they lift the promotion trophy.
We have done it. Malaga is back in La Liga. Surely this puts me on track to the Ballon d'Or one day. Just hope there are some big clubs interested.
9 goals and 2 assists is a pretty good debut season, but I expected more of a season like his partner had in 17 goals and 2 assists. So maybe it's best that Lamine Yamal doesn't move just yet and stays at Malaga, but we'll see in the brand new season. As he does fail to get included to the team of the season, you'd think he'd be on there. And to begin season number 2, Lamine Yamal is now at a 72 overall at 17 years old. I did say it might be better for him to stay at Malaga, but I'm gonna go ahead and transfer list him as of right now to see what kind of offers he would be getting. If you think Yamal will end up back at Barca, make sure to subscribe. And after a couple weeks, Yamal has received an offer in FC Augsburg in the Bundesliga. I'm not sure if that's a step up from Malaga. And Lamine Yamal receives one last offer, and it is from Besiktas. He does have the chance to play European football, but he'd be going to Turkey. I don't know if that's the best career move. And Lamine Yamal has come to the decision that he wants to stay at Malaga.
Unfortunately, I did not do enough last season to receive a great offer. However, staying at Malaga is going to be tough. The manager must sign some players to help them stay up.
And thankfully, the Malaga manager did bring in a total of 4 players. 78 rated Iñaki Peña, 72 rated Paul Victor, a 74 rated Sergio Dominguez, and a 72 rated Joe Fernandez. All of these players are La Masia Academy graduates. And the Malaga manager even changed the formation as Lamine Yamal will now be playing as a right winger and now surrounded by some of the players he played with in the academy. Hopefully this season he can impress some of the biggest clubs in world football. But it's time for Yamal's La Liga debut, and it's gonna be in the Bernabeu against Madrid. His first ever La Liga game is against the best team in history. And Yamal was not frightened by the Bernabeu as he created an opportunity that was missed. But little did Madrid know there was a surprise. And here come Malaga once again. It's a through ball into Lamine Yamal to take a 1-0 lead, and he does. Yamal makes it 1-0 against the best team of all time. What an upset that's happening. But what proceeded next was absolute domination from Madrid, getting attack after attack as they went ahead and scored an equalizer. Goes in. Real Madrid equalized the game. And sadly, the domination continued as Mbappe, Vini, and Federico Valverde all scored goals to make it 4-1. However, Yamal had a chance to restart a comeback. And now Joe Fernandez gives it into Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal cuts inside, looking for a finesse from outside the box, and it's a screamer. Lamine Yamal makes it 4-2. Is there enough time for a comeback? Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time for Malaga to even get a point. But you know what? 2 goals against Madrid is very impressive for Lamine Yamal.
We may have not beaten Stinky Rodrid, but 2 goals is a great sign. Now with my boys here, we should be able to steer Malaga clear of relegation, and I can move on to a bigger club.
And after those 2 goals against Real Madrid, it's time to decide on the development plan. We could go for the inside forward now that he's a right winger, but his finishing is looking pretty good as of right now. But we're gonna go ahead and go for the winger role as his pace is absolutely terrible. Let's hope he can survive relegation. And at the end of the season, things are not looking good as Lamine Yamal got 9 goals and 5 assists, which is pretty impressive in La Liga as he is now a 78 overall, getting closer to that 99. However, the rest of the stats doesn't convince me that they stayed up safely. And there it is, boys. It's confirmed Malaga have relegated back down to La Liga 2. Lamine Yamal tried his hardest, but he couldn't keep them up. The good thing is, maybe now some of the best clubs in world football might want to come in for him in the brand new season. And now in season number 3, it's time for Lamine Yamal to leave Malaga. He should not be playing La Liga 2 football, so he has been transfer listed. Hopefully, we get better offers than Turkey and FC Augsburg. And quickly, Yamal receives an offer from Sporting Gijón. Yeah, he's definitely not going to that trash club. And the second offer that's coming is another Bundesliga side in Hamburg SV. I know they're a legendary club, but they're nowhere near good enough to have somebody like Lamine Yamal. We desperately need a big offer from a big side, man. However, the good thing is he did receive another offer as Lamine Yamal is going to the Bundesliga with RB Leipzig. Yes, it's not one of the biggest clubs in the world like Bayern or Chelsea, but this is definitely the right move for him to take it to the next level, to eventually get to that 99 overall and get back to Barcelona to win the Ballon d'Or he truly wants.
Let's go. I finally have left Malaga. As much as I owe them for coming in for me, they couldn't even survive in La Liga. If I can win a trophy here at Leipzig, I can get closer to Barcelona and lifting that Ballon d'Or.
And as Yamal has now arrived at Leipzig, the team is looking incredible. However, finding game time is going to be difficult as Bakayoko is in that right wing position at an 85. However, the good thing is Yamal can play on that left wing and Nusa is not that high overall. So maybe he can try and play off the left. But of course, we know Yamal isn't naturally a left winger, so we're going to have to go ahead and train him up. And I think it's time to go back to inside forward to increase his finishing once again. But it was now a time for Lamine Yamal's debut up against Wolfsburg as he's starting in that left wing position. Let's see if we can impress the RB Leipzig manager so we can start week in and week out. And here come RB Leipzig. Lamine Yamal is playing out of position for the first time in his career. But can he go in and score first goal in the Bundesliga? And he does! Lamine Yamal makes it 1-0 in his first touch in Germany. However, Yamal did not stop there as he set up Bakayoko to make it 2 and set up another opportunity so Romelu can make it 3-0. And it's a brilliant debut for Yamal. 1 goal and 2 assists. Hopefully he can win the DFB Pokal or I believe the Conference League this season with RB Leipzig. And boys, I was wrong. Yamal's in the Europa League and he's in the semifinals up against Chelsea. But of course, it's a two-legged tie as this is what the Chelsea side is looking like. But let's go ahead and see how this first leg goes. Hopefully, we do not go down here and it's going to be a 3-1 loss. As Vermeeren gets the only goal, Yamal and Leipzig need to make a comeback. And Yamal got things started straight away. First attack of the game. Can he create an opportunity? Nobody's opening it up. It's still Lamine Yamal by himself. Can he do it by himself? And yes, he does. He already gets a goal back. It's 3-2. He then went ahead and created an opportunity for Romelu that was missed. And then there was a penalty won the chance to equalize the tie. And to take this penalty is Lamine, the dream Yamal. Where he's gonna go? He goes to the bottom right and he slots it in. As in 20 minutes, Leipzig have equalized the tie. And in the dying moments of the game, Yamal had a chance to go on to the final. And now it's the 74th minute. Here comes Leipzig. They're looking for a winner here. Romelu gives it to Lamine Yamal. 1v1 for the hat trick. And no, he hits the post. Come on, Lamine. We're going to extra time. But unfortunately, that Yamal miss costed them the entire game. And I can't believe this. Chelsea have scored to make it 4-3. Yamal's dreams of lifting a cup with RB Leipzig might be over. And just like that, the game is over. Lamine Yamal did step up, but he missed that final opportunity. Very unlucky. Maybe next season he can win a trophy with RB Leipzig. But regardless, it's a great season for Leipzig as they finished in 4th place. Lamine Yamal will have Champions League football next season. And he does have his best season yet. 29 goals, 6 assists in his first year in the Bundesliga. Now at an 85 overall. He's getting so close to that 99. But it doesn't stop there as he was in the Bundesliga team of the season and just missed out on the Golden Boot by 6 goals. I think next season he can easily go to one of the best clubs in the world. However, he did mention he wants to win a trophy with Leipzig. However, to kick off season number 4, winning a trophy is not going to be easy as Nicolas Sirawat has joined Dortmund and Romulo has gone to Bayern Munich. 2 of Leipzig's best players have left RB Leipzig. So now that does bear the question, should Lamine Yamal be leaving RB Leipzig or try and achieve his goal still of winning them a trophy? You know what? Let's transfer this stuff for now, look at offers, and see what he decides. And the first offer that's come in is interesting. It is Bayer Leverkusen, another club playing in the Bundesliga. If we were going to leave RB Leipzig for another German side, it would only be Bayern Munich. And another Bundesliga side has come in from, and it's Borussia Dortmund. This is a great offer, but like I said before, if I'm leaving for another side in Germany, it's only going to be Bayern Munich. And Lamine Yamal has gotten one final offer, but sadly it's from Sporting de Portugal. He's definitely not going there. It seems like he's staying at Leipzig.
Man, my best offer was Dortmund. No disrespect, but I feel undervalued. Let me show the biggest clubs in the world, mainly Barcelona, who they must sign next season.
So it seems like Yamal is also upset. You know what? He will stay here for one more season and try to win the DFB Pokal, the Bundesliga, or maybe even the Champions League. As this season will be giving him the wide playmaker role because his passing is the only one not looking good. And yes, boys, great news. We're in the DFB Pokal final against Wolfsburg. Lamine Yamal destroyed him in his debut last season. However, they did beat Bayern Munich, so it's not going to be an easy game like it was a year ago. And it's time for the DFB Pokal final as Wolfsburg have a pretty decent lineup. 3 wonder kids in the front 3 and even have De Bruyne in the defense. That's crazy. Let's win this DFB Pokal. And the game started off quickly as Wolfsburg had an attack that was saved. And then Lamine Yamal set up a chance that was also missed. But there was a golden opportunity for Leipzig. And RB Leipzig go ahead and take the lead. Lamine finds this Bakayoko and it goes in. I have no idea who that was, but Bakayoko puts us 1-0 up. And the domination continued as Yamal went ahead and got his first goal. goal, then scored a second. However, he did have the opportunity to score a hat-trick, which he missed, leading to one last chance to impress the world's biggest clubs. And now it's harder with a through ball into Lamine Yamal, the chance to complete his hat-trick. 1v1 driven, then it goes in. It's a brilliant Trivela, a hat-trick in a final. The big clubs have to be calling. And yes, Yamal has done it. The game comes to an end. He lifts the DFB Pokal. He has done what he wanted to do, and now it's time to move on from Leipzig.
Vamos, a trophy with Leipzig, a hat-trick as well. I should be moving to one of the biggest clubs, hopefully to my love, Barcelona.
And what a season for Yamal. 26 goals, 4 assists, 30 goal contributions. And he is now sitting at a 90 overall, only 9 overall ratings, away from 99. And as he was in the team of the season again, he just missed out on the Bundesliga by 2 points. Damn, Bayern really flopped. And oh my days, Yamal is crazy. He actually got to the semis with Leipzig. Oh, Barcelona have to come calling for him, man. And now in season number 5, it's time, as Yamal is one of the world's best. It's time for him to go to a world-class team. And the first offer he received is ridiculous. AFC Bournemouth. I like this team, but there's no chance he's going there. And he does get 2 more Premier League offers in Newcastle United and Brighton & Hove Albion. We're definitely rejecting that Brighton one, but that Newcastle one is very interesting. And boys, you're not gonna believe this. Barcelona have come in for Lamine Yamal. At just 21 years old, he has a chance to make his return. And of course, we're accepting this offer. And after being away for 5 years in season number 5, Lamine Yamal is rejoining Barcelona to try and achieve his dream of winning the Ballon d'Or here. However, he does have a lot of work to do, as Barca last season finished in 3rd place.
Yes, finally I am back at Barcelona, where I truly belong. But if I want to win the Ballon d'Or here, I must win it all, starting with La Liga.
And as Yamal has returned to Barcelona, this is the lineup he is rocking with. It's a full Spanish 11, but to be honest, it's nowhere near winning the La Liga, let alone the rest of the Spanish Cups and the Champions League. And it's now time for Lamine Yamal's debut here at FC Barcelona, 5 years later than what I expected. Let's see if he can prove to become the main man at his favorite club. And Yamal wasted no time, quickly setting up a through ball for Ferran Torres to score. And he then set him up again for Ferran to get his brace. And Yamal had the opportunity to get a hat-trick of assists, but Ferran missed the opportunity as Yamal wanted his goal. And now it's Lamine Yamal the chance to get his first ever Barca goal with the finesse, and it goes in. After 5 years of being gone, he gets his first ever Barcelona goal. And just like that, Yamal's debut for Barcelona comes to an end. If he could continue these performances, surely they'll win the league title in no time.
A victory and my first goal back at Barcelona. If I can get the Sharks scoring all season, that league title is ours easily.
And as Lamine Yamal has returned to the right wing, of course we need to get him an inside forward, because somehow he's not world class at it yet. And what an incredible first season for Yamal at Barca. 29 goals, 17 assists, now at a 92 overall. But Fati and Torres had great seasons as well. Surely they would have won La Liga. And no, boys, what a terrible finish. They finished in 4th place as Atletico win the league title. How did that even happen? They also did not win the Supercopa, and they failed to win the Copa de España. Is that no trophies for Barca? And when it comes to the Champions League, they let Madrid get to a final before them. This Barca team needs huge improvements. But at least we know Lamine is not the problem, as he got the player of the season on his return. But it's still a long way from winning every Spanish trophy, the Champions League, and of course, it's 199 and that Ballon d'Or with Barcelona.
Player of the season, first year back. However, nowhere near winning that Ballon d'Or. I must convince Sir Hansi Flick to bring in some of the world's best players, because Pedri, Kubarsi and I need help.
And now in season number 6, like Lamine Yamal said, this team is good, but it's not good enough to help him win the Ballon d'Or. So let's hope that Hansi Flick will bring in some new defenders other than Kubarsi, and maybe even next season a brand new number 9, as Ferran is 30 years old. And thankfully that is what Hansi Flick has done, bringing in an 84 rated Arnau Martinez as a right back, bringing Yamal's former teammate at Leipzig in Luke Kepa, who's an 88 overall, and the final signing he has made is bringing back a 90 overall. Best left back in the world in Alejandro Balde. Surely these signings should be enough to at least win La Liga. And this is exactly what the brand new team is looking like, looking way more confident. I think Lamine Yamal and the rest of the team will be winning their first trophy here at Barca. And as Lamine Yamal is approaching that 99 overall, in terms of development plans, his shooting is absolutely exceptional. We definitely need to get that pace back up to a 90 plus. So let's go for the winger development plan. And boys, we have now arrived in February and things are looking good as Barca sit at the top of the table. However, up next they're facing Real Madrid, who are right behind them, and they do have a game in hand. And as the El Clasico is set to kick off, remember, Yamal has never beaten Real Madrid. Let's see if Yamal can get his first ever victory. And now Lamine Yamal picks up the ball early on, gives it to Ferran the Shark Torres, who gives it back into Lamine Yamal. He's 1v1 against Thibaut Courtois. Lamine Yamal cuts back, gives it to Fermin Lopez with a finish, and it goes in. Straight away, Barcelona take a lead, and Yamal gets an assist. And straight after, Real Madrid had an attack that they could not finish, and so did FC Barcelona, who missed. But once again, Barca had a chance to take the lead. And now it's Fermin Lopez with a through ball into Ferran Torres right before halftime. Can Ferran make it 2-0, and it goes in. Barcelona make it 2-0. They're leading in El Clasico. And in the second half, Yamal searched for a winner, but failed to do so, as he had one last opportunity to go ahead and finish the game. And now it's Gavi, gives it to Pedri. Pedri finds Fermin Lopez through ball into Lamine Yamal to score in his first Clasico, and he does. It's all over. Barca are winning 3-0, and surely this could secure the La Liga title. And for the first time in his career, Lamine Yamal has beaten Real Madrid. Hopefully he can secure the La Liga title. But the season just got even better, as in the Copa del Rey final, Lamine Yamal went ahead and scored a brace to lift his first trophy with Barcelona, as we're now at the end of the season, and he has 51 goals and 12 assists, his best ever season by far. Now at a 95 overall, full ratings till he hits that 99. And as Yamal gets in the team of the season and wins another player of the season, they have won the La Liga title, winning everything he can win in Spain. Has he potentially won the Ballon d'Or? And no, sadly, Yamal doesn't win the Ballon d'Or. It's actually to Vinicius Jr., which is weird because Borussia Dortmund were the ones that won the Champions League. So it seems like there's one trophy left for Yamal to win.
How did Vinicius win the Ballon d'Or? No disrespect, but he won nothing this year. I'm tired of the disrespect. We are winning the UCL next year, and I will be crowned the world's best player.
And it seems like Yamal isn't the only one serious about the Champions League, as in Season 7, Hansi Flick has brought in Julian Alvarez, as this could be the season that Yamal finally wins the Ballon d'Or and hits a 99 overall. And now with Julian Alvarez on the side, this team is definitely looking like they could win the Champions League to help Yamal win his Ballon d'Or. And I think the development plan that will get Yamal to a 99 is going to be the wide playmaker role. And it's another great season for Lamine Yamal, 38 and 12, a slightly worse season, but he has hit the 99 overall, completing my challenge for him. But of course, he still wants to win the Ballon d'Or. And once again, Lamine Yamal has won La Liga. He also wins the Copa de España once again, but the question is, did he reach the Champions League final? And in terms of the group stages, Barcelona did finish in third place, and in the round of 16 they beat PSV, in the quarters they beat Sporting, and in the semifinals they beat Milan, and it's an all El Clasico final against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Surely if he wins this, that Ballon d'Or will be his. But it's now time for the UCL final. It's been a long journey for Lamine Yamal to get here. Can he finish his job and win his Ballon d'Or?
From the child Messi once blessed to the man who fell from La Masia. From Rocafonda's 304 to the world's grandest stages, sharpened in Malaga, forged in Leipzig, Lamine Yamal, the chance to fulfill his prophecy.
And here comes Real Madrid. It's Federico Valverde looking for that 1-0 lead. Brahim Diaz gives it to Camavinga. Camavinga is looking for the shot. It falls into Kylian Mbappe. Get the ball off that man. It's still Mbappe with a shot. It goes in. 7 minutes in. Madrid go 1-0 up. And now here comes Pedri with a through ball into Lamine Yamal. Can he score an equalizer here? Cuts back with a left-footed finish. It's a great save by Gonzalez. And now here comes Barca. Ansu Fati gives it to Julian, who gives it to Fermin. Through ball into Captain Pedri with a finish. It goes in. Captain Pedri keeps our dreams alive. But here come Real Madrid once again. It falls to Mbappe. Back into Camavinga. Looking for Mbappe. Great save by Garcia. And now it's Fermin Lopez gives it to Pedri. And here come Barcelona before the half. Through ball into Lamine Yamal. Takes a touch with a shot. No. He should have caught inside, man. But Madrid have an attack of their own. Right before halftime, it falls to Kvaratskhelia with the finesse. It hits the post. We dodge a bullet. But now with only a couple minutes left to go, here comes Barca. Fermin with a brilliant through ball into Lamine the Dream. Can he go and score the winner here? Finesse. And it goes in. In the 73rd minute, it could be all over. Lamine could win the UCL with Barca. And yes, the whistle has been blown. Yamal has done it as Pedri lifts the Champions League. And of course, Yamal wins his Ballon d'Or. If you guys enjoyed this video, click on the screen to watch me take over a team of Wonder Kids for 10 seasons.